guys, welcome to Taboo Thursdays. I'm Jason, and this week our theme was to ask questions about other people in the collab. So, got my questions over here on this lovely computer, and I'm gonna answer them. And yeah, I guess you get the gist of this video now. So let's start these questions. So Nebula asked me if I was one of the last 10 people living, who would the other 10 people be? And this is probably already a cliched answer, but I'd say everyone in this collab channel, so the other 6 of you, because I pretty much have never related to people since I was like really young, so I'd love to be like the last humans with you guys. That sounds really awkward. And then definitely my best friend, her name's Audrey, and another best friend of mine, Aiden, and one of my really close friends, Nicole, and that's just because I get them a lot too, and they've just stuck around with me at really hard times. So those are my 10 people. Well, actually my 9 people, because I'm the 10th. So yeah, that's my good math for the day. Tanner asked me if I remember my dreams, and if I do, what were my favorite ones to remember and why. I remember pretty much every dream because I write them down in this journal. I'm not really going to show you what it looks like inside, because I'll wake up right when my dream has ended, because I'm a lucid dreamer, and I will write down what happened. It's kind of weird though, because I do not control my dreams. I've tried a couple times, and it didn't really mean as much to me as it does to most people. So I bookmarked a couple pages that were my favorite. This one, I got to meet my grandparents, who I've never met before. I thought that was really cool because I'm very close to my grandma, and it felt really awesome to think I knew my other grandparents and get to spend the time I get to spend with my grandma and meet my grandpa, who I know was very important to her. So another one I really liked was when I graduated high school in a dream, and this was when I was like caught up in bullying and stuff, and I just moved on, like nothing else mattered anymore, and I moved on to be successful. And I guess it's just kind of a good feeling, because I also believe that dreams play part in your everyday life. So like your dreams tell you your subconscious, like stuff you don't think during the day. So those just, like, the grandparent one is a bit hard to explain, but obviously with like thinking, oh, you're gonna move on, it just like shows that you have more confidence in yourself and you're not going to give in. So I guess that's why it was really important to me, and those are my dreams. Tess asked me if I had to choose between being Italian or being rich, which would I choose? For those of you who don't know, I'm Italian. My parents are Italian. I would definitely rather choose being Italian than being rich, because, well, first of all, I already know what it's like. I know, you know, like customs and stuff important in my family, and I just think that's really cool to be able to like know a heritage and stuff like that. I really just enjoy the stories that, you know, my mom will tell me about her grandparents when they lived in Italy, and just like talking to my relatives in Italy and stuff. I think it's really interesting, and I like the language a lot, and yeah, I definitely choose being an Italian over being rich, because another thing is that being rich isn't always the best thing for someone. You usually could end up being depressed, because who knows? And I really don't want that, because I'm fine the way I am, and I don't need to be rich to be happy. I need to be doing what I want to be happy, and what I want is not having, you know, millions or billions of dollars. That's not my concern right now. And I really don't think it will ever be my concern, considering I want to go into music and maybe teaching language. So that's not really going to get you a bunch of money, but I don't mind, because that's what I like, and money isn't that important to me. So yeah, rather be Italian than rich. Liam's question was in Italian, and I was going to respond in Italian, but I really don't want to for purposes, because it just makes the video awkward, and it's probably already awkward. So his question was: Qual è il miglior gioco online che ha I blocchi e ha una T nel suo nome? And that means, what is the best game online that has blocks? So I think you can already get it. And its name begins with a T, but what its literal translation is, has a T in its name. So that would be Tetris. We play Tetris pretty much every day when we're on Skype. And that's not just Liam and I, it's at times everyone. We all play Tetris together, and it's just something we've been able to bond with, and I actually really like Tetris. So, il gioco Tetris. That's that's like the most simple Italian sentence I could like reply to with, but yeah, that meant the game is Tetris. So yeah, that was my horrible answer for Liam. I'm sorry. I did promise you I was going to say it in Italian, but I changed my mind. So Nate asked me if I could be in any movie, what movie it would be. And I would definitely be in one of the Maximum Ride movies. They have not come out yet, but Maximum Ride is my favorite book series. I've never been so into a book series in my life. I started reading them when I was in like the 8th grade, but they'd been around for much longer. And I'm nearing the last book, and I'm just so passionate about it. Like, I get angry, I get really happy, I feel sad. I have so much emotions through these books, and I feel very connected to them because of the main character. And I just think it'd be really cool to be in that movie, even if I was just an extra, because it's just really important to me, and reading those books actually did help me get through a lot, because as Max learned stuff from her attitude, I learned stuff from my attitude, because we have basically the same attitude about things. So I kind of like built myself off of that character, and it's really important. And I'd also say I'd be in the Hunger Games, because those were probably the first books that I read and like had interest for books. I wasn't really passionate about them, but they're obviously great books, and it sounds a bit like kind of mainstream, and mainstream's not the best word here, but I know like everyone loves the Hunger Games, so it's not completely realistic, but I don't know. I would probably be in one of those 2 movies, or both, but you know, I'm not the best actor, so probably one, and I'd probably be an extra. Sunday would have been Lexi, but Lexi is very busy, and she has left the collab channel. And Lexi, I want to wish you the best. I know you have a hard schedule, and I'm glad you tried, and I hope life goes well for you, buddy. And on Sundays, we're going to have our friend Jenna come on now. She's not going to follow the theme. You've probably heard this before. She's going to do rants, but I promise you'll love her. I'm talking to her right now. I just unplugged my phone, but yeah, I'm talking to her right now. And if you ever need to talk to her outside of her rants, she's actually very sweet, and she gives really good advice. She's probably the strongest person I know. So check her out on Sunday. Be nice, because even though she's going to be pissy in this video, she's actually a very nice person. So thank you for supporting our collab channel. We're continuing to get, you know, more views and subscribers, and we really appreciate it. So thank you so much, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye!